Hey, hi everybody. Thanks for watching my video, which is corresponding to the cybersecurity. So today's topic is malware. Let's start with what is malware. Malware is also known as a malicious software. Malware typically consists of a code developed by the attacker designed to cause the extensive damage to a data and system to go gain unauthorized access to the networks. So you must have heard about the viruses, Trojan horses, worms, adware, ransomware. All these types are the types of malware, where basically attacker write a code like that, so it will take the advantage of other system and either they steal their data and ask for the ransom, or they steal their data, something like that, credit card data, so that they can do some false activity. So this is basically what malware is. So now, what are the different components of malware? We divide components of malware as a propagation mechanism and payroll. This is majorly talks about how malware is spreading from one system to another. If we talk about the propagation mechanism, this is how the malware spreads from one system to another is a propagation mechanism. What is payroll? Payroll is a malware action that malware platforms. It's a malicious action that malwares perform. Any type of malware object can carry any type of payroll. For example, malware payroll might search your hard disk for credit card statement or tax returns, or encrypt data and make it unavailable until you pay a ransomware. So this is what we are having, the propagation mechanism and payroll. Now there are different types of propagation mechanism and different types of payroll. Let's get proceed forward and discuss about it. So if we are talking about the propagation mechanism, there are three types: viruses, worms, and Trojan horses. Let's go further to discuss in detail what do we mean by all these things. First, we come with the virus. Virus is a computer virus. Take their name from a biological viruses. The defining characteristic of a virus is that it spreads from system to system based on some type of user action. This might be opening an email attachment, clicking on the link to a malicious website, or inserting an infected USB into the system. Viruses cannot be spread until and unless someone lends them a hand. For this reason, one of the best way you can protect against viruses, user education. That is our education awareness trainings. Second, what we are going to talk about is worms. Worms spread from system to system without user interactions. They spread under their own power. Worms reach out and exploit system vulnerabilities, infecting system without the users doing anything. Once has infected a system, it uses that system as a new base for spreading the to the other parts of the at a local area network. Therefore, the best way to defend yourself from a wormware is keeping yourself updated with the most recent operating system or application patches. Now, the third is the Trojan horses. Trojan horses are, they pretend to be the legitimate piece of software that a user might want to download and install. When the user runs the software, it does perform as expected. However, the Trojan horse also carries a malicious hidden payroll that perform some unwanted action behind the scenes. Trojan horses arrive on the system when user installs the software. Application control provide a good defense against this threat. Application control solution limit the software that may run on your system to title and version specially approved by the administrator. So this is what we are having, the propagation mechanism, which defines how the malicious software or infection is carried out from one system to another system. Now our next component is payroll, and we are having a different types of payroll. As we see, we are having an adware, spyware, ransomware, crypto malware, backdoor, logic bombs, and there are others as well, which is as a advanced malware. So let's discuss about these. The first is a adware. Adware is a malware that has a specific purpose of displaying advertisement, but instead of generating the revenue for the content owner, adware generates revenue for the malware authority. Adware varies based upon the type of mechanism that is used to display the ad to the user. It might redirect search queries to a search engine controlled by the malware authority, or malware authority has an affiliated uh, advertising arrangement. It might display pop-up ads during the browsing that the user might blame on the website they are visiting, or it might even replace the legitimate ads and web contents with the ads that benefit the malware author. The second what we are having is spyware. Spyware is a malware that gathers information without the user knowledge or consent. It then reports that information back to the malware authority, who can use it for any type of purpose. It might be identify theft or gain access to the financial account, or even in some cases spage. So this is what we are having as a spyware. The next one we are going to discuss about the ransomware. These days, if you see till the time we have entered into the COVID, we are having the lockdown. Most of the people has connecting to through their at home. So there is a so we are not connecting to internet. We are connecting to internet through VPN to our organization server, and there are many times the ransomware attack is happening. It has drastically increased from 2019 to 2020. Now let's understand what is ransomware. Ransomware blocks a user legitimate use of computer or data until a ransom is paid. The most common way of doing this is encrypting file with a secret key, then selling that key for the ransom. Next, what we are having is crypto malware is a form of malware that takes over the computing capacity of a user system and using their capacity to mine cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, gathering revenue for the malware authorities. So crypto malware is moreover like if you are using the cryptocurrency, so this particular malware can attack you. Next, what we are talking about is backdoor. Backdoor occurs when a programmer provides a mean to grant themselves or others future access to a system. They usually do this with benevolent purposes. They might be simply making programming easier so that they don't have to keep logging in with the user's credential, or they might be providing a mechanism to allow access later if a user eventually logs themselves out for their own system. But these backdoor can have unintended effort. The customer might not want vendor to have access to the system once it has been installed. So what are the different backdoor mechanisms? It can be hard-coded accounts where there is a specific username and password that will always grant access to a system. Default password that users might not remember to change. Unknown access channel where there is a way to gain the access to the system without going through the normal authentication process. So this is a very dangerous thing, which usually if we are talking about the default password, this is an ignorance, and if we are talking about the hard coded accounts, this is majorly either a ignorance, or this is a developer has made a path from themselves so in future they can take a control of the system. And unknown access channel is you have maybe in the testing you have not seen, like this is unknown channel, or whosoever has done the coded review, they have not done it properly. Next is logic bomb. Logic bomb is a malware that's set to execute a payroll when certain conditions are met. So nobody needs to trigger it. If certain condition met, then it will automatically be triggered. What can be the condition? When a specific date or time occurs, when file contains specific information, or when API are getting called. So these are the certain condition. On these conditions our payroll can be triggered. So this is a short introduction of malware, what is malware, and what are the different components of malware, that is propagation mechanism and payroll. So thanks for connecting with me. If you want to have discuss about some particular topic, just comment me. If you like this video, please subscribe so that you will be notified once we post a new video. If you want to give some feedback on improvement of our videos, please do that. Thank you so much for watching.